So the original back window, Mike, had the slider in there.
Right.
And I see you went with the one piece. Why is that?
So my understanding is a pretty common issue with Ford that the tracks are glued to the glass. And so when I bought this one of the tracks was, completely removed, fell off, whatever. And then I saw on the internet and a bunch of other places. So I just said, rather than deal with it, it's a stupid window design anyway. It's about yay big, right in the dead center. You can't do anything with it. You can't even reach your beer to grab it out of the cooler. So
what's the purpose in having it then?
That's my whole point. So I just decided to go with one piece and not have to deal with that aggravation later on. So
yeah, because it'd probably break again.
It probably will.
So yeah, I mean, it was kind of cheesy how it's all fixed on there. So yeah, the solid looks great too.
Yeah,
it really does look good.
Yeah, so
interior looks fantastic.
Yeah, definitely worth saving. I did a kind of a quick add up of all the parts and stuff like that. I've got roughly, if you back the wheels and tires out of it, which was something I didn't really have to buy, but I didn't like the ones that came on it. I got 21 with the wheels and tires in it.
Okay. Well,
so you can knock $3,500 out of it, and that's what I've got in the truck.
Okay.
To fix it. So
it's a hell of a truck for 21 grand.
It was definitely worth saving.
Yeah.
And
21 grand in a substantial amount of labor. I mean, getting the roof done.
I think I got probably 35 hours in labor tops.
Yeah. It was a learning experience too, because it's totally different than old school.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
we both actually learned a little bit about it. So
not a hard job, none whatsoever. And one little thing that popped up at the very end was, we were talking about it. The steering wheel was crunching.
Right.
And everything was out on the dash, and then all of a sudden the airbag came in. And then all of a sudden I lost the lights and then lost controls. So I knew at that point it was a clock spring going bad. And then as soon as I changed it, everything
came back.
Yeah, went out.
And that was just doing a little research on the forums too about that. It's a known problem, and that's why the internet's a wonderful thing.
It is wonderful. And I didn't even, we talked about doing the 4Scan deal.
Yep.
And I downloaded the app.
Right.
But I never really went any further than that because I wasn't sure until I got everything plugged in.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the dash is clear, so I didn't have to do any work.
That's awesome.
To it.
So, it actually went pretty
lucky.
Smooth. Yeah.
Super lucky on this whole deal.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you got one hell of a truck there, Mike.
Nice. I like it.
Now you just got to lower it a little bit.
Yeah, we'll drop 3 inches out of it. If I go. It's kind of one of those catch-22s. It's got a 6-inch lift.
Yeah.
I could go to 4, but I want to go even lower because of the steering. I want to correct the steering geometry. And
the tie rod ends are kind of at a pretty extreme angle.
Yeah, you can. Every little bump, you can feel it kind of take the truck one way or the other.
And that's called bump steer.
Yeah, and they don't address that on lift kits. I don't know why. The knuckles are different than the factory ones. And they're designed for a 4 and a 6-inch lift, but they never addressed the bump steer.
Right.
And so,
okay. So that's really the last thing that's going to be done, but the truck is basically done. That's just a little extra thing that has to get done. Nothing really major.
Yep.
Well, good job, Mike.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate all the help.
Hey, no problem.
I really don't. I don't know what they're made out of. You know how you get used to it?
Yep. The head on.
I'll tell you what, a workout. I'm no spring chicken anymore. That's a lot of up and down, in and out, but header panel is installed.
Cool. So the truck is done.
Truck is basically done.
It wasn't a big job per se,
It wasn't
time,
that-
especially compared to some of your other work there. Time-wise, it wasn't from the start to the stop 2 months. And a lot of that was waiting for parts.
Yeah, waiting for parts. The hardest part was that roof, really getting the glass
Yes.
out, all the broken glass and things like that, and drilling out those rivets. So I've talked about it before, but
yeah, they were tough.
But other than that, I mean, it's
and putting that roof in the new glass panel wasn't that bad, but it was heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. It was hard. It should have had probably 2 more people.
Yeah,
to help,
that would have helped, but we got it done.
You know, but
We got it done.
yeah, I think it turned out good overall, and
I think it's beautiful. Well, you got a hell of a truck now, so.
Yeah. And all the paperwork stuff went pretty easy.
Do you want to kind of go through that a little bit? Because
so yeah, in the state of Georgia,
so every state might be a little different.
a little bit different, but you can go online to the DMV and they talk about how to do the rebuild process. And so in the case of me as an individual, I'm the rebuilder. And so you basically document the build as in you keep all the paperwork of all the parts bought. If they're used parts, you have to have a VIN associated with those used parts.
Right.
So there's tracing. You've got to fill out a couple of forms of paper. If you go to the inspector will give you some of the documentation that you need to take to the DMV.
Right.
And then basically just pay your money.
Yeah. All in all, it wasn't a bad process.
No, it was
it
really
actually
easy.
went pretty smooth.
I was figuring I was going to take a couple of visits, but
yeah.
First visit done.
Yeah, you were figuring a whole another month just for the paperwork, and here you are. It's tagged and titled.
Yeah, took 2 days to do all of it.
Yeah.
Had to go to the tag office the next day.
Yep.
Paid ad valorem. That was
And if you have questions about the process, specifically Georgia, really, the other states can be similar, but they might have little differences. You can always leave us a comment or message us through Facebook for it.
Yeah, it wasn't hard.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it's just finding the right car to rebuild that you're not spending a whole lot of money or time on. That's probably the hardest part.
You got to make sure that the money you got to invest in the repair doesn't exceed the value of the
there's
vehicle.
Plenty of YouTubers out there doing some things that I'm like, there's no way. You could have bought one for what they're spending.
But some of them make the money off the video.
Yeah,
we're not.
Yeah. The last two things coming up, we're going to lower it, fix some of the bump steer issues, and I'm going to put a powered side step on it.
Okay.
And then the truck will
If you guys want to see that process, I don't know about the lowering, but the side step, that kit install, let us know in the comments and we can certainly film it.
Yeah. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button.
Yes, absolutely.
Just hit it.
Yeah. So on that note, if you like the video, please like,
subscribe,
and share. And don't forget the notification bell. Y'all take care. We'll see you on the next video.
Thanks, guys.
See ya. Cool.